You had the perfect thing to say. You knew exactly what you wanted to tell them, and you said nothing. Not because you lost the argument in your head. You won it, you just never opened your mouth. That's the part people get wrong about you. They think you're calm. They think you're fine. What's actually happening is your whole system just slammed a door shut, mid-sentence, without asking you first. So here's the real question, not why can't you speak up, because you clearly can. The real question is, what is your body deciding for you in that half second before the words die? And once you see it, you'll notice it happening in real time, every single time. But this didn't start in that argument. It started somewhere else entirely, and that's where we're going first. Here's your face doing one thing and your chest doing another. On the outside still, maybe even bored looking. On the inside your pulse is doing math, running scenarios, bracing. That gap between what shows and what's actually happening is the whole story nobody sees. This didn't stop the day of that argument. Go back further, a vision of you, younger, learning fast. Every time you pushed back, the room got louder, not calmer. Nobody ever said good point. They said don't talk back. Or worse, they just stopped listening entirely. So a rule got written, quietly, without a vote. Speaking makes it worse. Not a decision. A conclusion your body reached on your behalf. Here's where most people get the science wrong. This isn't fight, and it isn't flight, it's a third option your nervous system keeps in reserve. The freeze response. It's real, it's documented, and it's not a character flaw, it's a survival setting that once made perfect sense. Now a second thread. Separate from the first. Some brains need a lag before they can name what they're feeling. Ask them mid-argument, how do you feel right now, and they genuinely don't know yet. Arguing runs on speed. It wants your answer in the next 3 seconds. So if your wiring needs 30, you're already behind before you've said a word, and silence isn't surrender. It's you buying time your opponent isn't offering. Here's the bill that comes due later. Picture a drawer. Every unsaid thing gets folded up and put inside. It doesn't disappear, it just stops being visible. Weeks pass. The drawer's full, and one day it doesn't open quietly anymore. It jams, and everyone around you is confused about why nothing suddenly became everything. There's a third force at work, too, and it's the sneakers. It's one. Control. Conflict is a door you open without knowing what's on the other side. Silence is a door that stays shut. You're not weak for choosing the shut door, you are choosing certainty over chaos. The trade-off nobody warns you about. The door that keeps you safe is the same door that keeps people out. And here's the pot we're sitting with. None of this was ever a decision you sat down and made. Your nervous system built this response the way a hand builds a callus, protection, formed under pressure, without asking permission. It worked. That's exactly why it's stuck. But a callus that once protected you from a blade can, years later, just make you numb to a touch that was never a threat. So go back to that moment, mouth open, words ready, and then nothing. You already know what happened now. Your body didn't fail you. It made a call, fast, based on every argument that ever taught it silence was safer than sound. That wasn't weakness. That was loyalty, your own nervous system, still trying to protect a version of you that doesn't live there anymore. Here's the shift, though. You don't fix this by forcing the words out next time. You fix it by asking a different question in that half second, not why am I freezing, but is this actually dangerous, or does it just feel like the old danger? That one question is the whole unlock. And if the question alone feels too abstract in the actual moment, give your body something physical to do instead of just thinking your way out. 3 slow breaths, hand flat on your chest, before you decide anything. That's it. You're not trying to calm down enough to argue, you're just proving to your own nervous system that this moment isn't the one it thinks it is. It doesn't make you brave. It makes you accurate. And accuracy is what finally lets the door open on your terms, instead of slamming shut on its own. You were never the person with nothing to say. You were the person who learned, a long time ago, that saying it cost too much. That debt's been paid. You just haven't told your body yet. If any of this landed, if some part of you just went okay, that's literally me. Drop the moment that comes to mind. Not the whole story, just the moment. Someone else scrolling through these comments needs to see they're not the only one who does this. And if you're the type who'd rather understand yourself than get told to just speak up more, this channel's basically built for you. Stick around. There's more of this coming. Next time, we are going the other direction. What's actually happening in the mind of the person who never shuts down, who argues every single time, even when it costs them? Different wiring, same root. That one might explain someone you know.